I am a total New Yorker by birth and temperament, so it's very hard to love another city. But Athens has won my heart. I love this moment in time, a kind of rebirth after years of crisis. There's a young global art scene here, amazing nightlife, and thoroughly modern food with ancient DNA. I'll riff creating a Bohemian pastizio, whole roasted cauliflower with feta and honey, and assist my friend Carolina on an ultra-modern mosaico no-bake cake. Join me on my Greek table as I cook for you to the tune of Athens. Athens is a city of many different faces. A modern, bustling capital on the edge of Europe that lives side by side with the glories of the past. By now, we've all heard of the Athens rife with financial crisis for almost a decade. But the city is on the upswing these days. Tourism is booming, nightlife is bustling, and there's a palpable excitement in the air. The excitement of a city in the throes of redefining itself. Vibrant, multi-layered, fascinating, and above all, very livable and extraordinarily human. For Athens, its contrasts are its charms. These days, the city is a hotbed of young international artists who've moved here because it's so livable and still affordable. Residencies, collectives, gallery startups, amazing street art combine to make Athens one of the most exciting art scenes in the world right now. Restaurants and bars adapted to changing tastes and slimmer wallets by returning to their Greek roots, so that today some of the most exciting Greek food is an affordable reinvention of the classics, a call to arms for embracing local ingredients, and a celebration of both tradition and ingenuity. Athens boasts some of the world's most lauded bars, and its nightlife is legendary. If there's anything that resonates as the Athens vibe, it is indeed its very human scale and unique perch on the edge of Europe geographically, but also at its heart as the birthplace of our democratic ideals. Rising from the crisis, Athenian culture is still rooted in the deepest values that it gave the world so many millennia ago. A city accessible to its citizens, a city that belongs to the people who live here and welcoming to all. Modern Athens is a really happening city. There's a lot going on here. The art scene, the restaurant scene is amazing. For me as a cook in modern Athens, sometimes it's just about pushing those limits, taking tradition and flipping it on its side. I'm making my rendition of Bohemian pastitsio. In my Bohemian pastitsio, I am using the classic ground meat sauce. Today, though, let's just say I'm kind of turning it all inside out. My onions are going. I just got my garlic in there. I want to get my meat into the pan. I'm not cooking it thoroughly right now. I just want to get it lightly browned. I'm a New Yorker. I've lived in Athens since October 1992. And I lived through this incredible revolution in the food scene here. Now what you see in Athens is a really nice combination, a really nice blending of tradition and contemporary aesthetics. And even in the home you see that, and this is really what this dish is about today. It's about taking that classic pastitsio, the ultimate Greek comfort food, and making something elegant and a little bit lighter. This has exactly that light brown color that I want. It's still nice and juicy. And I'm ready to add my tomato paste. I just want to stir that in for a minute. I'm ready to add my spices. Nutmeg, smells so nice. A little bit of ground clove, stick, a few allspice berries, and a bay leaf. You get a little bit of salt and pepper in here. I like to add white wine to my meat sauces because I like to keep the color light. You can use red wine, but you will get a darker sauce if you do. As soon as this cooks down, I'm gonna let it cool and get started on my yogurt topping and my wonton wrappers. My meat filling is nice and cool, and now I'm gonna start forming my pastizio ravioli. And I have these wonton wrappers. These are wheat wrappers. You want to start by just dampening the edges. When I fold these over, that's what will make the triangle adhere one side to the other. Fold that over, press it down a little, press the edges together with your fingers. And if you want to make a decorative edge, use the tines of a small fork and just go around the ravioli. Super easy. The beautiful thing about this recipe is how quickly it all comes together. I'm ready to cook my pastizio ravioli. My water's boiling, and I'm just gonna get these in here a few at a time. You don't wanna crowd the pot. These just take a couple of minutes to cook up. I'm going to make my yogurt sauce next. In place of that bechamel, I just wanna get my yogurt in the mixing bowl, and this is Greek yogurt, a little bit of the pasta cooking liquid, just to thin it out and warm up the yogurt. You want to whisk while that happens. Carefully, you don't want the yogurt to break apart. Yes, that is lovely. A little bit of salt. Some extra virgin Greek olive oil. And a tiny bit more pasta water. And that is beautiful. It's still thick, but it's pourable. And that's exactly what we want. I need to get the ravioli out of the pot. Just gonna top this with my yogurt sauce and a little bit of extra virgin Greek olive oil. I like to add a hard Greek grating cheese. One of my favorites is the anthotiro from Naxos, but you can use any good grating cheese. And then just for a little bit of color, some paprika or paprika. My Bohemian pastizio. It looks great. It's so comforting because it's familiar. All those beautiful, exotic flavors in the meat sauce, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the cloves, come shining through. The pasta is nice and light, and the yogurt adds this beautiful tart balance to the richness of the sauce. This is a modern comfort. It's the Athens vibe on a plate.
Athens by night or day is a feast of delicious flavors and one of the most vibrant food cities in the world. There is nothing Greeks love more than to sit around a table. Indeed, it's the most popular form of entertainment in the entire country. The city is a simmering pot of new ideas. Greek traditions reinvented by gifted chefs who know their roots but are also willing to experiment fearlessly. Like the chef at one of my favorite downtown spots, Fidel. Takes a classic octopus and marries it with shiitakes and avocado cream. In both a nod to tradition and to the city's flourishing diversity.
I am planning to restore the glory to this much maligned vegetable, cauliflower. Every single Greek, at least of my generation, has memories of kind of being force-fed boiled cauliflower, drizzled with a little olive oil and lemon juice, maybe a little salt. This cauliflower is cool. It's as vibrant, as unexpected, and as alive as this amazing city. I'm starting with very thin garlic slivers, and what I want to do is get the garlic tucked in all over the cauliflower, in between the florets. The garlic will basically infuse the cauliflower as it roasts with that beautiful garlic perfume. Now that my cauliflower is studded with garlic, I'm ready to make the sauce that's going right on top of this. Greek mustard. You can use any mild mustard, any Dijon-style mustard. Honey comes next, and I like to use Icarian heather honey for this dish. It's incredibly thick, and it has a wonderful, complex flavor. It's not very sweet. A little bit of salt. Just a touch of pepper. Next, my balsamic vinegar. And I like to use Greek balsamic vinegar in this recipe. It tends to be nice and fruity. It goes really nicely with the honey and the olive oil, which is coming up next. Just want to get this whisked together. You want to brush it all over the cauliflower very generously. When this starts to roast, all these beautiful flavors are absorbed by the cauliflower, and they turn it from what we normally think of as a pretty bland vegetable into something you really don't want to stop eating. Just saving about 2 tablespoons of the sauce. The cauliflower is ready. It's going into a 450-degree oven. I'm gonna bake it for about 50 minutes until it's nice and tender. Take it out, add a little more sauce and a few surprises that will really take it over the top. Just getting a little parsley chopped. This mixed in with this lovely crumbled feta will be the 3rd layer on my roasted cauliflower, and it's just about ready to come out of the oven. Let me just get this into the mixing bowl.
I like to use Greek feta, made in specific designated regions around the country. The sheep and goat's milk from which the feta is produced makes for a creamy texture and a complex flavor.
And I'm gonna pat this into that roasted cauliflower as a final touch. Let me just wash my hands, and I'll get my cauliflower right out of the oven. There is nothing like the smell of roasted garlic. Let me just test this for doneness. You don't want the cauliflower to be too soft. You want it to be a little al dente, so that when you cut through it, either as wedges or in steaks, it retains its shape. I'm gonna get the last bit of this thick honey mustard balsamic vinegar marinade over the cauliflower. It actually helps the feta and parsley adhere to the surface, and it just enhances the flavor and gives it a really nice crust. Basically, you want to make a cheese crust for the cauliflower. Looks gorgeous. This is going back into the oven just for a few minutes until the feta starts to melt and forms this beautiful cheesy crust. This really is a crowning glory, isn't it? It looks really great. I'm just gonna cut a nice, healthy size wedge here. This is not my mother's cauliflower. This is one of my best recipes. The beautiful tang from the feta cheese, that herbaceousness from the parsley, that very subtle sweetness from the heather honey, that gorgeous aroma from roasted garlic, and all of that over an everyday vegetable. This cauliflower is cool, or as my son might say, it has swag. It's as vibrant as this amazing city.
Heading to one of the city's most famously hip watering holes with my good friend Carolina for a mid-afternoon sip. Indeed, 2 of the city's many bars are listed on the website World's 50 Best Bars. In this city, though, most bars also serve a little food because Greeks rarely, if ever, drink without nibbling on a little something. Mixologists are a whole other breed. I like to think of them as liquid-loving chefs, and I'm constantly surprised by the complexity of a great cocktail. This is sippable art, inspired by Greek ingredients.
Yasu Carolina.
Yasu.
I have a good friend in my kitchen today, Carolina Doriti. She's a fellow cook. She's also our culinary director, but she's also somebody who grew up in Athens and really is tuned in to the vibe of this city. Carolina is going to show me how to make a dessert called mosaico.
Basically a very easy dessert that it reminds me of my childhood.
I'm used to make mosaico for my kids all the time.
Mosaico is a chocolate log with crumbled cookies in it,
Okay,
eggs, and a little bit of brandy.
I like that.
And that's the classic Mosaico.
How are you changing that?
I'm gonna make a version with pistachio nuts in it and orange zest.
Okay, sounds
And
great.
I'm gonna make the log much thinner.
Okay, refine it a little bit.
Slice it and top it with whipped coconut cream
Ooh,
to make it healthier.
is that good? Am I
Yes, it's
crumbling this up
perfect.
well?
Yes. And I'm gonna break the eggs.
Carolina is a food writer and a chef. She writes for various blogs. She does food styling for one of the big food magazines here. And I think you also know Athens really well.
I mean, you know, I like exploring it and discovering things and finding new places, new restaurants.
I'm gonna get us some wine.
Yes.
Cheers.
Yamas.
Isigian, yamas. Nice chilled moscofilero. What do you want me to do next?
We're gonna start adding the ingredients here, like a powdered sugar
Okay.
and the cocoa powder, and then the pistachio nuts. This is the egg with
Okay.
the orange zest and the brandy. Now the butter.
The butter?
And I'm gonna have to dip my hands in there.
And I'll drink while you do.
This is a dessert that makes you a bit messy, but it's worth it.
So we're making two?
Yes.
Okay.
You roll this one.
I'll roll that one?
Yeah.
Let's see if I do as good a job.
Yeah, roll it into a cylinder.
I gather it up from the edge like that.
Yeah.
Now what?
Well, now we have to leave these in the freezer for at least an hour.
Okay, that means we can hang out a little bit.
Yes, and we can cut our strawberries.
And I'll get the vino.
Real strawberries.
I know. They smell great. Taste great. What's your favorite thing about the city?
I mean, really, how many places in the world are there that you can live downtown in a city that has, like, everything you need, and in 20 minutes, even less, if there's no traffic, be at a beach?
That's true.
In 1.5 hours, be at a ski resort and ski.
That's true.
And have so many different options of, like, archaeological sites that you can visit, like, everywhere, like, all around you.
I know. It's always a really pleasant surprise to discover some of the great food. Like this sushi place downtown.
Amazing.
The guy is an artist.
He's an artist.
He's amazing.
He's the one there, like, doing everything.
Using only Greek fish.
You see the people that have the passion and they love and they decide to stick around, and this is great. They could be anywhere in the world.
This
really.
is true. And they choose Athens.
And they choose to be here. And because they love it, you know.
We should stop talking about Athens because the real estate prices are going to go up.
Oh my gosh. Stay away.
What's next?
Have you ever had whipped coconut cream?
I have not. I want to see that.
I put this in the fridge for like 8 hours. When it sits in the fridge, the solid separates from the liquid, and we want to use the solid part of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna add the sugar, confectioner sugar, and a little bit of orange essence, and whip it. So this is ready.
Okay, what do I do with this? Slice it?
Yes. It's nice to see how a dessert that you're used to seeing as something very, you know, homemade and maybe sloppy even, you know, turn it into something fancy.
And very elegant.
And then I'm gonna just put a little bit of the coconut cream on top. And then the strawberry.
Let me help you.
I mean, you can even like put mint leaf on top. And then extra pistachio nuts.
Wow, that looks amazing. That looks great.
No, you have to eat it.
No, it's not going to be hard to convince me. Bravo! The strawberry changes it, but the mosaico is pretty sweet. The coconut cream
Just binds it together.
Yeah.
So to me, strawberries and chocolate are a match made in heaven.
For me too. This is very familiar, but it's also very architectural and beautiful. And to me, this is totally modern Athens. I can take another piece.
Me too.
So what are some of your favorite things? Make me love Athens while we're cutting strawberries.
My favorite things is to just stroll around everywhere in Athens, in downtown Athens.
It's got amazing food.
It's got a great standard of living because you can do a lot of things with very little money.
This is true. My daughter is 25. She lives on almost nothing.
Yeah, I mean, and you can still go out, eat, drink, you know, have fun, and spend almost nothing. It's great.